Hey Mario Karters and Frenzy fans, welcome to our channel.
We've got an MVI episode today, which is short for...
Most Valuable Items.
There we go. We've had to take a couple of takes here because we were having issues with our little intro here, so this one worked well.
This was great. You missed the whole thing where he's like, welcome to our Most Valuable Items tour, episode, and I said short for MVI. Didn't really work. Yeah. But speaking of MVI, if you have yet to go to frenzyfans.com/MVI, go there and fill out what your loadouts are for this tour. We'll take all that information and we'll make a fancy little episode out of it like this.
Yeah, so right now it's going to be week 2 of the Peach and Bowser tour.
Correct, yep.
That's the survey that you can go when you click on frenzyfans.com/MVI. But what we're going to be reporting today is the Doctor tour, which had Coconut Mall and Dr. Mario, Dr. Luigi.
Yep, so this is just community-driven data. We get all the information from the community, and we see which drivers, karts, and gliders are actually being used the most by the community, and when they're gaining more traction, and when they're becoming less popular, based off of the tracks available.
So it's items that were A, popular enough to initially be pulled for, and then B, valuable enough to actually slap tickets on.
Correct.
And these are going to be the things that people have in their inventory that are the highest value for them, so that's why they're using them.
Cool. All right, so let's start off with the first week of the tour, which, if I can get my little slideshow to work. There we go.
There we go. So Coconut Mall, Pink Shy Guy Ninja. So I recall, I think it was at the tour before that I ended up putting a lot of tickets on.
You did.
Pink Shy Guy Ninja, and I was really hoping that I wasn't going to only use him for that one course, and then he showed up here for Coconut Mall.
Yep, totally lucked out.
Yeah.
Okay, so explain for those who weren't here or who have a short-term memory, what does the 4.26 represent?
Oh yeah, so the way we're doing the scoring now is we take the percentage that each item gets for each track, I guess, and then we just multiply it by 10. So Pink Shy Guy Ninja essentially was used 42.6% of the time for, like, of those that were surveyed, that participated in the survey.
Yep.
And Charging Chuck, 31.1% of those surveyed used him.
Yep.
And then No Top Shelf in the third place, 8%.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to the karts for Coconut Mall, we have the White Bruiser coming in at 34% being used, Gray Cat Cruiser, and No Top Shelf. Those were actually kind of pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
And then going to the gliders, we have the Snow Crystals, the Aurora Balloons, and the Wonderful Wings.
Yeah, so these ones, there's a kind of like an even distribution. They're kind of all around, like a quarter of those that were surveyed had one of these three.
Totally. Yeah.
I think I had both the Snow Crystals and the Wonderful Wings at level 8 and triple uncapped.
I think those are like 2 of your only gliders up there, right? Yeah.
So I was a little bummed when I saw the overlap.
Yeah, you're like, no.
I didn't choose wisely there.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And I went in on Snow Crystals after you did originally, but not on the Wonderful Wings. So Snow Crystals were my glider of choice.
Then moving on to the RMX Mario Circuit 1RT.
Toad Pit Crew. I love it when there's a super on the top shelf, even if I personally don't need to use it. It's so fun just seeing like the super run wild.
Yeah.
It's great.
And it's even better when that super has kind of a plus skill. Because like sometimes it's like Peach.
Absolutely.
Where she has Heart. Yeah. Or it's like Rosalina where she has Dash Ring. And it's like, But with this one, it's like you can max it out and you can actually kind of compete with people that have like a high-end.
Like a high-end Mario Hakama. Like you have a coin box here that didn't get nearly used as much as Toad Pit Crew, which
only
is
12% versus 62%.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, so then moving on, we have the Rugby Dasher in first, Streamliner, and then the regular B Dasher in second.
Yep, so...
Or third, sorry.
Streamliner was a super cart.
Yep.
And then Rugby Dasher is just probably like one of the most like original carts that you've probably been getting a bunch in like pipes and like all clear pipes and all that stuff.
I call it the cigarette car.
No, so it's the white one.
Yeah, the regular B Dasher, right?
Oh, yeah, I was talking about the Rugby Dasher.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it was used almost 50% of the time. There was a lot of people that used it.
Gotcha, I apologize.
Meaning that it's because it's been around for a long time and everyone's been able to get it leveled up.
Cool. All
I
right.
mean, I guess I'm not seeing like a whole lot of people like using tickets.
Yeah.
To like.
Totally. 100%. All right, so moving on to the gliders. We got the oil paper, another super. Yeah.
And the 8-bit jumping Mario. 2 supers taking first
fun.
and second here.
I guess it's interesting to me that there was such a discrepancy between oil paper being used versus the 8-bit jumping Mario.
Yeah, because I think like the oil paper umbrella, it was in the daily selects.
Oh, that's
a
right.
lot. And so
Okay.
a lot of people before level 8 dropped tried to get it to level 7.
Yeah.
And now it's probably already at level 7. Whereas the 8-bit jumping jumping Mario, it wasn't like necessarily in pipes or like in the daily selects. You kind of had to like be focusing on it in order to be able to get it to a high level. So.
Yeah. And I apologize if you guys hear my phone ringing, like dinging, and me looking at it. Our house is officially on the market, for those who have been wondering, because a lot of you guys have asked. So the house is officially on the market, and we get little text messages when people are ready to come see it, and I have to like approve it. So I want to make sure we don't miss anyone. So if I'm looking at my phone, sorry for being rude. All right, so moving on, we have Cheap Island T MV drivers.
So the most valuable drivers, yep. So we got Luigi Vacation here, almost 30%, and Yoshi Kangaroo,
Yep.
20%. So between those two, about 50% of people that played this track were using a boomerang driver.
That's fun.
And
Was I? No, I was not.
it was a tough one for some reason. I kind of felt like it was a tough one for like getting boomboxes and stuff. But it might just be because my boomboxing skills are just
Man.
But
I feel like the past week, though, the past 2 weeks, I've improved quite a bit. Or maybe I've actually just had the stamina to stick with it long enough to do it. But with Bad A Rosa, I've been having a blast with her.
fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fun. All right, so then we have the yellow off-roader, the combo cruiser, and the black turbo birdo.
So yeah, the first 2 carts are kind of like some of the hitbox kings.
Yeah.
And then
Does it surprise you at all that the yellow off-roader is getting used more than the combo cruiser?
a little bit. Is it surprising you?
So, I don't know. I feel like I missed the band, and I don't remember why, but I feel like I missed the bandwagon with the yellow off-roader. I didn't pull it originally. Or did I? And
Yellow Off-Roader was originally released as a banner. It was a $40 banner.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm surprised that this has a quarter of all votes.
Did it then come back in a pipe? Okay.
I don't think so. I think this
Remind us in the comments if you remember the history of the yellow off-roader.
Whereas Combo Cruiser, it debuted
with Charging Chuck, and a lot of people have it because Charging Chuck was a hot commodity at the time. Yeah. Anyways, I use the Combo Cruiser, and I have it leveled up higher than the yellow off-roader.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Sadly, I have both of them at level 1 still. Can
That's
you believe
really
that?
sad. That's really sad.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. I've had to use the Combo Cruiser a lot in ranked, which is why I have it leveled up to 4, maybe 5 now. All right, then we have the Silver Manta Glider, the Sunset Balloons, and the Rose Parasol. They're all pretty.
8-bit Bullet Bill, Springtime Crane.
They're all really close to each other.
Yeah, and then No Top Shelf down there at 4.9%.
Yeah.
So No Top Shelf kind of does pop up every now and again, and it's getting, more numbers added to it as, the tours roll on.
Cool. All right, Gegshi!
Yay,
oh my goodness.
Coconut Mall R. How nice was it to have Gegshi as a top shelf item of these new courses?
My heart is so happy.
That was great, huh?
It was in this tour that I took Gegshi to level 7, and then in the current tour, I took him to level 8.
Boom.
1400, my first driver.
Look at this. So between first and second, Yoshi Kangaroo.
Yeah, Yoshi for the win.
81% of people were driving a Yoshi.
Yeah.
Of some flavor.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
And then Bad A Rose are right behind them.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so moving on, we got the Combo Cruiser, Cupid's Arrow, and the Daikon Rocket.
Yeah. So the Daikon Rocket here, so that was the commemorative item.
Yep.
And I think... no, it wasn't this course. It was another course that I didn't have a top shelf on.
Yeah.
And ended up buying it a couple of times just to be able to have a top shelf.
Yeah.
But I think I still used it on this. Oh, maybe I used the Rugby Dasher.
Yeah.
Because I think I have it at like level 4.
Or did you use the prop cart?
Or maybe the coconut one. I don't know.
Coconut one, yes. That's a silly little cart. I took a level 6.
I think that's the one you're using.
It was. All right. Then we got the Starry Great Sail, the Gold Crane, and the Gold Eggshell Glider.
Yeah, this one was interesting that such a new track got like such an oldie but a goodie in the Gold Crane.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, Starry Great Sail isn't as old, obviously, but yeah. So the no top shelf, 4.4%.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have your favorite.
Cat Peach.
Pink
Yay.
cats. You love them.
Snooky Tanuki.
And
Rosalina Halloween. Yeah.
I used Builder Toadette on this one.
Did you? I'm trying to remember who. Oh, no, I used Cat Peach. Yeah, because I had her at level 4. I've never spent a ticket on her, I don't think.
Yeah.
But for some reason had her at level 4.
All right, and then we got the Pink Dozer, the Dark Hop Rod, and the Gray Cat Cruiser.
Yeah, so Dark Hop Rod, that's your first cart that you had fully maxed out.
Yep.
That was fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, moving on to the gliders. We have the Dream Glider, 8-Bit Mushroom, and the Manta Glider. That 8-Bit Mushroom's been pretty popular lately.
Yep. Yep, it's been used quite a bit.
Cool. All right, Coconut Multi, you're up.
Okay, so Luigi Vacation here. Over 50% of people surveyed used them in Coconut Maltese.
Yeah, and a little spoiler alert, this is not the only course that he was the top driver in.
Yeah.
We got Fire Rosalina and Daisy Swimwear. I'm surprised. Hold on, my brain. Daisy Swimwear's Coin Box, right?
No, she's Triple Banana. You're thinking of Rosalina Swimwear.
I am thinking of Rosalina Swimwear. Yeah. I was like, I'm confused why Luigi Vacation was used more, but you're right. Okay. Yeah. All right, and then we got the White Bruiser, the Sakura Hop Rod, and the No Top Shelf.
Yeah. Even more than the Jukebox Bunny. Buggy, I mean. I don't know where Bunny came from.
You know, it works.
But I used the White Snow Skipper on this one. I think I might be one of the only players to have like the White Snow Skimmer above level 4. I took it to 6, thinking that it was going to be like a powerhouse, and I mean, it came in handy here.
Yeah.
And I think it's I'm using it in this week or in this tour, so
that's cool. Yeah, you're using it.
It's just a late bloomer, I think.
It is. Some are late bloomers for sure.
Yeah.
All right, then we got the Silver Surf Master, the Glittering Parasol, and the No Top Shelf. I don't even remember what I used for this one.
I think I used the Galaxy Glider on this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you used the Luigi Parafoil.
Oh,
you went all in on that one.
There it is, yeah.
You got it like 6 or 7.
I took it to level 6.
Single or double slap, something like that.
Yep, for some reason my brain was skimming over that one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, so here is the summary of the Doctor Tour.
So here we can see that we have a couple of double features that ended up getting like the top spot. So we got Luigi Vacation here.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys remember from the last MVI, but I was making a prediction that I think Luigi Vacation, he was in from our total MVI. I think he was like number 10. And I knew that he was being used a lot in this tour. So I was like, oh, I wonder if he's going to make it to like top 6 or 5 or something.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. But we also have another double feature of the White Bruiser.
You know what's funny? Because I forgot which order we were in and how far into the episode we were.
No,
I was like,
I wasn't going to say anything.
You
You're like,
totally just said
spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
Just in case you don't know!
Just stating the obvious.
Because it was the second time that Luigi Vacation came up.
I was like,
he's a double feature.
He's a double feature. No, anywho. You guys already know that, so roll your eyes away. I support it.
Yeah, so.
All
right, so here we go. This has changed a little bit. It's a evolutionary process, right? This is, I think, the 6th MVI video that we've done.
Everyone's been a little different.
Yeah. We started back in the Sky Tour, which is the tour right before level 8 dropped.
Yep.
So a lot of this info is kind of like level 8 and on.
Okay.
But including the Sky Tour, obviously.
Yeah.
I decided to color code some things. So you'll notice here that there are some green and yellow and red text, but then there's also in some of the the cart and the glider, those are going to be white.
Okay.
So we're going to go over it right now, but then I also added another column.
Okay.
To let us know how many times that this specific item has been used, period, in ranked.
I like it.
So all of these numbers are representative of all of the percentages times 10.
Since we began.
Yeah, since we began. So, Yoshi Gold Egg, he'll get, 15%. So that's like a 1.5 score on one course. And then he'll get like 53% on another one. So that's 5.3. So then add it up, it's like 6 point whatever I just said.
Yep.
So based on the 5 times that Yoshi Gold Egg has been in ranked, he's accumulated a total of 20.36 points.
Cool.
Now he's green because last tour, here we go. Because last tour he was number 3.
Yep.
So he's green because
he's climbing the charts.
He moved up. It's not necessarily like how many he moved up. It's just he moved up a position.
And his points increased. Now this yellow is it just means it signifies that the point total stayed the same. So essentially Kamek wasn't featured at all this tour. Yeah, correct.
And so Kamek, he went from like first place and then he just slipped down to second place. But
it's only because
he has the same exact score. Correct. So it's not like he really like dropped. It's just some other things were used a little bit more.
Other things outperformed them.
Seeing that he's still in second place without having been used at all in the tour, I guess that's what I'm trying to get at is like saying, well, he's
so does
he's
yellow
still
pretty much represent that they were benched? If we're going with like some... Okay.
Yep, benched but still valuable. Cool. So Meowser, for example, he was in second place. Now he's down to 4th because Charging Chuck went from 4th. He had 13.97.
Okay.
Moved up to 17.09.
Like it.
Then Luigi Vacation, I was saying, he was 10th last tour.
Yep.
And moved up to number 5 because of those 2 number 1.
That's cool.
Courses that he was in. So he moved, he had 8.05 points.
Yep.
And more than doubled, 16.3.
That's cool.
Then Pink Shy Guy Ninja, last tour he was 7th.
Yep.
With 8.64 points, and now he's moved up to 6th.
Yep.
Pink Gold Peach, so she wasn't used at all this tour and stayed the same, but went down from 5th to 7th.
Yep.
And then, so in here, with the No Top Shelf, it did receive more points. It went from 8.41 points to 10.6.
But it dropped a position.
So it went from number 8 last tour.
So even though it was
9.
playing, it fell behind. Yeah. Cool.
But that's a good thing. I like seeing that No Top Shelf one kind of dip down.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to Karts.
All right. So now with the white text, it means that that it got points but didn't move at all in its ranking. So it's No Top Shelf is still number 1 because before it was at 21.7, now it's at 25.24.
Yep.
And now we see that 23 times over all of those ranks, it's been an option.
Yeah.
Which is just mind-blowing because the ones that have been used a lot, we got like 6 here. I wonder. So the Gray Cat Cruiser, it's actually 12th right now.
Okay.
But it's been used 8 times.
Okay.
The Roaring Racer has also been used 8 times.
Yeah.
But it's kind of down in like the low teens.
Yeah.
So anyway, just kind of interesting. So Combo Cruiser and Yellow Off-Roader. Yellow Off-Roader was the number 2.
Yep.
And it moved down.
Cool.
To number 3.
All right. And then the gliders?
Yep. So then we'll go to the gliders, where again we have No Top Shelf.
Yep.
23 times. So Starry Great Sail, it did have last MVI video. It had 14.44.
Yep.
This tour, it got 4 point something more points, so it's at 18.61, but still stayed in that number 2 position.
Because
so that's why its text is white. So it was number 2 last time. It's number 2 this time. 8-Bit Mushroom went from number 4 at 12.36, moved up to number 3
Cool.
at 14.07. Then all of these ones that are yellow weren't used, like they weren't featured at all.
Because they're by week or they're benched.
Yeah, but they're still
staying strong.
Yep, so Silver Shoot had 13.29.
Cool.
Black Great Sail, 11.93. Yep, so the same. So the Dream Glider moved up. It wasn't in the top 10 at all last week, so it moved up to number 7. And then the Gold Crane got some pretty good usage. So
cool. All right, now what is this that you built? Because you haven't even explained this to me yet.
Yeah.
I just put it in a nice little graphic.
So this last tour, or the last MVI survey that we had, was the very first time that I asked as the very last question what tier you were in for that specific week. And I mainly wanted to see kind of just to see if there was a good distribution of kind of newer players and, advanced players or people that have been playing for a long time.
Free-to-play versus...
Free-to-play,
Yeah.
And also kind of wanted to see of the people that were being surveyed, how many of them were eligible to get the Gold Misu.
Yeah.
So here you can see 79 was the highest tier that was available last week.
For people that filled out the survey.
Last tour. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For people that
9 people, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, so in the game, tier 79 was the max that you could get to. This tour, there's going to be a level 80 that you can get to. But only 9 people were eligible that took the survey to be able to get the Gold Misu. So here you can see that nobody in level 40 or lower took our survey.
Yeah.
But then, from the 41 to like 60, we had quite a few, like probably...
Which makes me happy.
About half, I would say.
I love that newer players are, interested in this content. Yeah. This is awesome.
And by newer, we're talking like in the year, it's probably a year and a half.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
But and then you kind of have like this good kind of even distribution of people from 61 all the way up to 79. There's not one that was like 10. Yeah. For example.
Yeah.
In like one specific tier. So, but it is interesting that from 61 to 79, the most the category or the tier with the most was 79.
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
Anyway.
Well, cool. This was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys haven't yet, go to friendsofhands.com/MVI, fill it out for the current tour, which is the Peach vs. Bowser tour. And if you guys are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 2,000 subscribers. Yeah. We'll have another crazy pipe pulling party video. Mm-hmm. That was fun.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. And until the next video, may the frenzies be forever in your favor.
See you guys later.